In the 2023 offseason, the San Francisco 49ers signed veteran quarterback Sam Darnold. And I think a lot of people look at the Sam Darnold signing through the eyes of the 49ers, through the eyes of how they feel about Brock Purdy, through the eyes of what they want out of Trey Lance. But has anybody for a second stopped to think about this through the eyes of Sam Darnold? So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try to bring a different perspective. I think we all know what Sam Darnold has been in the NFL. Not very good, trash, ass, whatever you want to say to describe what his career has been so far. Overall, we can sum it up by saying disappointing. But there's some things that you can't really take away from him, right? And let's talk facts. From an ability standpoint, there's a reason why he was drafted number 3 overall. Now, he is no longer the number 3 overall pick, right? Like, you have these certain level of expectations when you're drafted that high, and then you have the opportunity over a couple years, and then it kind of goes away after a while. So he is no longer Sam Darnold, number 3 overall pick with all these high expectations, but he is still Sam Darnold, number 3 overall pick. And why was he drafted so high? Because he has a certain skill set, certain ability. He can spin the ball, he can make plays on the move, he has good athleticism, he has a really good arm. Like, all those things are still true, and you see it in his game. Like, there's plays that he makes, right? He can be a playmaker. So I started thinking about it. Let's look at his situation. All right, drafted number 3 overall, goes to a bad New York Jets organization. I mean, it has been bad. Come on now, man. They cut Eric Crocker, for God's sake. No, I'm joking. That was probably the right move to make, but they have been a bad organization, and they surrounded him with bad players, bad team, bad coaching. A lot of it has not been ideal for him. Now, I don't want to go off and make excuses for him. You want to try to figure it out. But we just saw, a guy by the name of Trevor Lawrence, number 1 overall pick. He had a terrible rookie year, 10 touchdown passes, 17 interceptions. Fire that head coach, bring him in somebody good. They sign multiple receivers. What do you know? They go to the playoffs. And not only go to the playoffs, they're able to overcome a 24-point deficit in the playoffs, 27-point deficit to come back and win. The quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, he did that, right? So you go from being a terrible quarterback, a bust, people are trying to write you off, even after 1 year, I know, super soon, but bring in some better coaching, bring in some more talent, and what do you know? You go to the playoffs. You win a playoff game, right? That's excellent for him. Well, that wasn't the case for Sam Darnold. It was just bad, and then compiled with bad, and then compounded with more bad and bad and bad, and trading away Robbie Anderson or letting him go on free agency. However he left, it was just always bad. And it went from one bad situation in New York to another bad situation in Carolina with a team that, they're about to fire this coach, and he kind of threw a Hail Mary, didn't work. Then they go and try to throw another Hail Mary with signing Baker Mayfield, and they wanted him to be the guy, and then that didn't work. And then they had to play Sam Darnold again. Bad. Then they traded away Christian McCaffrey. Bad. All these bad things. And it didn't even start there. This started his last year at USC. Lost a lot of talent. Lost Juju Smith-Schuster. Lost Rodgers. Lost his offensive line. And still, he was able to kind of squeak out wins, but I think he developed some bad habits. Started to kind of play a little bit more hero ball. And I think that just continued, right? So, yes, I'm making excuses, I guess, but I'm just trying to paint a picture on what he has gone through. And if I am Sam Darnold, now I'm looking at this 49ers situation as, this is my chance. This is my chance. All right. And you guys are probably thinking, chance for what? He's going to start as the 3rd quarterback on the depth chart. But again, we're looking at it through the eyes of Sam Darnold, not the eyes of Brock Purdy, not the eyes of even Kyle Shanahan, not even the eyes of Trey Lance. But if I'm Sam Darnold and I'm heading to this situation, what am I saying? All right. I went from a bad situation in New York, a bad situation in Carolina, and now I'm in an awesome situation. What makes this situation awesome and different than some of these other places? Well, you mean to tell me I get Christian McCaffrey, which he had before while he was healthy, right? Because he was hurt, then he was healthy, then it was like, no, but you got Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and they let Baker Mayfield go, then Christian McCaffrey, he's traded. All right, so I don't know how much he even got an opportunity to really play with Christian McCaffrey, but you got CMC in the backfield, takes a lot of pressure off of you, right? You got George Kittle, takes a lot of pressure off of you. You got Deebo Samuel and his run after catch ability, takes a lot of pressure off. You got Brandon Ayuk. Got other guys, just the guys that help. Juwan Jennings, the Ray Raymond Clouds that we watched him against the Washington Commanders. What did he do for Brock Purdy? Take the pressure off of him. How? The score was 0-0. 49ers couldn't even score. They handed the ball off to him. He took it 75 yards. Like, that's the type of playmakers that this 49ers offense has. And on top of that, got the ultimate take the pressure off the guy with Kyle Shanahan playing puppet master. So if I'm Sam Darnold, I'm saying, okay, I know I possess all this talent. I might have the most arm talent on this team right now. That if I'm him, that's what I'm saying. I might be the most athletic guy at quarterback on this team right now. And you mean to tell me that I'm going to let this guy with a broken elbow and this guy that can't string together 3 starts in a row beat me out? I'm not doing that. So I'm going to say the right things. I'm going to go to the media. I just want to learn the playbook. I just want to do what they're asking of me to do. But at home, when I'm talking to my wife, talking to my friends, my buddies, my dad, I'm going to kick these guys' ass. I'm going to kick their ass. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. And this will be the best version of me that anybody has seen. I'm going to earn a long-term contract somewhere, right? Now, look at Geno Smith. And maybe Geno is the exception. But we saw Geno. Not a great situation there in New York. I was there with him his rookie year. Maybe not great. Turned him into a backup. He's traveling around. He's a backup at multiple spots. And then he gets a legit opportunity to just be the guy. And, man, comeback player of the year. I still wonder what he's a comeback player of the year from. Like, what did he come back from? Just being trash? Whatever. But he won comeback player of the year. Highest completion percentage in the NFL while throwing the ball downfield. He wasn't throwing check down screens, slants, all that. Like, we're throwing the ball down the field. We're pushing the ball. Completed the highest percentage of passes in the NFL. He had a terrific year. And if I'm Sam Darnold, I'm still thinking, well, I'm better than Geno Smith. I can be. But he just has to prove it. He has to prove it. I don't even think he has to truly prove it to himself. Maybe he has to prove it to himself first. But if I'm him, I'm saying there's no way a guy with a broken elbow and a guy that can't string together 3 starts is going to play over me. This is my time. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity, and I'm either make a lot of money here or somewhere else. But I will take advantage of this opportunity at hand. So again, I'm trying to look at it through the eyes of Sam Darnold. I know what y'all are saying. He's trash. He sucks. Oh, this hype about Sam Darnold. I don't think there's any hype. Nothing that's really legit. But if I'm Sam Darnold and I start to look at myself and I'm looking at this opportunity and the situation that I'm in, I'm going to make the best of this. And I'm going to end up being the guy. That's all I got, man. Just something I was thinking about through the eyes of Sam Darnold. Make sure if you like this, man, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And watch me whenever we go live. Turn on the notifications and all that good stuff. Also, listen to me on Locked On 49ers with myself, Brian Peacock. Come at you 5 days a week. So subscribe to that YouTube channel as well. Until then, I'm out. Peace.